and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be planning for the week of September 21st through 27th in my high-low journal. And I'm going to be using the Minimalist sticker book, which is one of the new Happy Planner girls. Also have the tiny sticker pack for this collection. If you've been around for a while, you would know that I am not a minimalist by any means, but I am going to kind of make the basis of the spread with this because it's some really functional stuff, and then decorate it with a different sticker book. I'm trying to pick a color scheme. So I like this like muted purples, maybe some pinks. Like this is kind of what I'm thinking, and it matches this note icon pretty well. So I'm taking this top one that like is the same color there. And last week in my plan with me that I collabed with Create with Sarah, I decided I was going to make this bottom box, or this bottom row of boxes, gratitude. And I really like the way that turned out, so I'm going to do that again this week. I have to grab my white out first. Beautiful. Let's get some full boxes in there. So this one has like script lettering at the top that just says today. We will put that on Friday. And these stickers are ever so slightly shorter than the boxes. I think they're meant for planners that have the thicker lines, because some of them have like a slightly larger header to them. So these stickers, like as you can see, there's a little bit of whiteout peeking out, and that's because the stickers are just slightly shorter than the boxes. Got these header stickers here, and I'm going to use those for my labels that go down this side of the page. In the past, I've done them like here, here, and here, but it really takes away from the decorative space. I have been looking into new apartments for next year. I love the one that I currently live in, but it's a little small, and sometimes it just makes me anxious because there isn't like a secured entry or any of that stuff. It's like a motel. So I've been looking at some different buildings, and my boyfriend, who comes to visit a lot, said that, you know, he would pitch in some money so that we could get, oh, they say checklist. So we don't want checklist in the low section. So he would pitch in some money so that we could get a place that would have a couple bedrooms. So I currently just have a 1-bedroom apartment, but looking at like a 2 or a 3-bedroom apartment, because then he would have office space when he comes to visit, so he would come to visit more. We are simply worthy as is. I want to put like a quote sticker in here, so I'm going to split one of these boxes in half. And this one says okay, so the wording on this is every gratitude day. I think it's supposed to say everyday gratitude, or gratitude every day. The last one sounds like the correct version of that. And this is my gratitude column, and since I'm gonna kind of lump some of them together in these larger boxes, I don't mind filling up an entire box with an artwork. And as you can see, there is a gap at the top. Maybe people take some washi tape and we'll fill that in. Here are some of the colorful boxes I was looking for. This matches those colors too well. Let's go with a gray. I am considering getting a second one of these sticker books because I think I made a social media spread with these last night, because the social media spread that I have coming up 2 or 3 weeks down the line, I just don't like it. So I was like, I'm just gonna make a new one. I have all these extra planner guts, so I might as well just make a second spread with some stickers that I actually like. It was one of those ones where I was like, oh, I don't ever use these stickers. Why don't I just try making something with them? and it ended up just not being my favorite. So I used the Minimalist sticker book to do that. And I found that these are stickers that can be easily layered with different sticker books to create spreads that are more of my style. I think we're off to a good start here. So far I haven't used any foil, but because this is rose gold foiling, this one just says, just say yes to your dreams, and I like that. So we'll put that one in the sidebar. And I'm gonna pop one of these habit trackers into the sidebar as well, because I'm gonna use this to keep track of nights that I actually journal. Because while I do like to have the spreads fully filled in, sometimes I just don't have time and I just do it like, okay, now I'm gonna fill this out for yesterday. So this will help try to keep me on track with that. So I like this one that says, what is coming is better than what is gone. And I'm thinking I'm gonna put it like right here. And part of me was like, oh, I could just layer them, but I'm not layering anything else in this spread. So I think we're gonna keep it to the columns that they're in. I have all of these leftover vinyl bullet points from a catch-all spread that I have that is coming up. And I'm gonna use these in my gratitude section because since they're not, like, they're gratitude, they're not checklists, these little bullet points are perfect because, one, they're black, so you wouldn't be able to see even if you did write on them, put a check mark on them. And two, they're vinyl, so anything you write on them with pen is going to come off. That is the most uneven bullet pointing I have seen in my life. Oh, and the one thing that I am super excited for about this apartment, this new apartment we've been looking at, and I'm probably gonna set up a tour for the next time my boyfriend is in town so that we can go and look at it, is it is dog friendly and it is right next to a park. So I've wanted a dog for a long time and my current apartment does not allow them, which is a shame because if my current apartment did allow dogs, I would probably be sticking around longer. But it gets lonely down here, especially when he lives in a different city for like work and stuff like that. So having a dog is something that I would like. And especially during the current situation, like while the apartment I'm looking at won't even be available until June, and hopefully everything has kind of resolved itself by the time we get to next June. I still, like, I feel like we're gonna still be a little hesitant to like see people, and a lot of my friends from school are currently living in other places, so they just didn't re-sign leases for the year, so I don't know if they're gonna come back. I don't like having bullet points that kind of adjust to the shape like that, but it'll be fine. We need some more black in here because this is just coming off way too strongly. I pulled this Florals sticker book from the Be Happy box and I thought we could combine some of these. I like this black floral line art. Well, actually it's white line art on black background. Though it could be the opposite way. It could be it's like a zebra. Black on white stripes or white on black stripes. Or I don't even know if that made sense, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying about zebras and their color. What is the background color of a zebra? That's what I'm asking. So we got that, and we'll layer some colorful boxes over it. And then I have this sheet of florals that I'm going to use to kind of add visual interest to some other areas. I'm taking this little cluster of 3, and I'm gonna put it in this box down here. I think there's a sheet of smaller florals in this book, but I liked the size of these ones. I want to put this one right here. Just having a hard time maneuvering around the discs. There we go. I'm picking this one because it's the same florals as this, but I'm gonna cut it in half so that I can have it come out from two different places. So taking this half and I'm gonna put it here, right above the bottom line that is colored, and then I'm gonna take this other half and I'm gonna find this box probably to do the same. We are going off disc here. So I'm gonna put them as far right as I can because there is a flower on the left side of that box, so I don't want to make it too busy. And I think there's still room to write like a phrase, so I'm not starved for space there. This is a piece of floral that I already cut from somewhere else, and I just saved it. Put that one there. And then we'll come back to the florals in a second once we get some more colorful boxes down for those. Got my regular colorful boxes book here. I'm looking for black stickers like these ones. And I know I said I wasn't gonna layer like this, but I think it'll be best if I do. Though now that I'm looking at this, I want to put washi down the center before I do that. This is like my go-to washi down the center washi. Or it has been lately. There was a period where I was putting like foiled washes down the center of the pages, but this is just such a nice neutral touch, and it's not as distracting as if I were to have like, for example, I used hollow foil down the center of the pages once, and it was just so distracting from the rest of the spread. So I think this is nice because while it has like while the background of the washi has a little bit of color to it, like it's supposed to be white washi with black polka dots, you can see through it, and the pages are white, so it just looks like the polka dots are just directly on the page. So it's not like a big transition from the edge of the washi to the page of the paper. I think that looks really good, and I'm gonna definitely incorporate some more of that polka dot washi into other places in the spread. This one, I can't tell if it's a little wonky or not. It doesn't, like, at first glance, it doesn't look like it's at an angle, but I think I need to straighten the bottom edge of it. There we go. I like that. Definitely gonna have to put a couple more of these in to make it look like this is less of an isolated occurrence. Not gonna have a lot of room to write on Monday, but we will make that work. And then this one I'm gonna layer slightly into Friday. Let's put some more washi in this spread. Or maybe we do a smaller dot washi. I'm sure I have a different one floating around my part. So I grabbed these two different varieties of polka dot washi. I also grabbed my gingham because this is my favorite, and I think it would actually look pretty good in this spread. I definitely need to get some more gingham washi because I am going through quite a bit of it lately. I know I bought it as like I bought it during winter, so it's like a winter washi, but I think it's a perfect fall washi too. Taking this little section of it and I'm going to overlap it into this box. Hopefully it doesn't cover up too much space. Yeah, it does. So let me just rip the edge of it. I like that. We're gonna go right up on top of this box. I feel like I constantly have just a pile of washi scraps next to me. And there is someone right outside of my apartment screaming curse words. You know, just walking down the street, yelling at the top of your lungs. And that's not a new occurrence around here. So that is part of the reason that I just think I would feel a little bit more comfortable in a building that has secured entrances, because said screaming person could literally come right up and knock on my door if they wanted to. I think the one thing that has kind of deterred me from moving is I do get really attached to places. And I get really attached to places that are my home or have been my home. Like, we're not gonna have a lot of room for a low on Sunday, so let's hope Sunday is a good day. This washi has a little bit of a yellow tinge to it, which I'm not thrilled about. So yeah, I get attached to places really easily. I don't want to move all of my belongings because I have quite a bit of stuff here. And also, it's a financial commitment. The new apartment I've been looking at is less than double what I'm paying right now, but it's a large increase. So without being too specific about how much I pay in rent, I pay less than $650 right now, but the new place would be slightly less than $1,000. So that is like obviously a big consideration to make when paying for a new place. But the one I've been really obsessed with is 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath. So when my boyfriend is here for work, which he would probably be around more during the semester because he works from home. He worked from home before the pandemic. So it was difficult for him to be here in my apartment where the only workspace is the kitchen table, and I'm doing homework and he's trying to work, and we are confined to 600 square feet, most of which is bedroom. So it would just be nicer to have like a bedroom that's just a bedroom instead of also a workspace, and then have a room for him to have his office and a room for me to have my like craft room office. This is looking pretty good. I think the only box that doesn't have anything in it is this one on Thursday. And what we can do is add in some florals. I would also love a building that is non-smoking, because when I moved here at first, this was a building that allowed smoking. And while I did not sign a smoking lease, some of my neighbors do smoke. And then they announced when I re-signed my lease that they were moving the building over to completely non-smoking. But that didn't stop people from smoking in the building. And I can smell it from my bathroom because I think it's coming through the vents. So I would like somewhere that is non-smoking from the get-go. Floral right there. Could go like right here to kind of bring the page down into the corner. I'm not covering up the black lines just because these are really heavy line art, so it doesn't really matter. I think the only thing I'd like is like a giant floral in the sidebar. So we have this one right here, and I'm gonna cut it in half so it's kind of peeking in from the outside of the page. I could do it here, or I could do it like, oh no, I could do it closer to the notes icon to kind of bring that element into the page, because I'm planning on leaving it in this spread. Oh, that looks good like that. This one says bloom with grace. And I'm putting that right here. And with that, I think my spread is done, with the exception of punching these, which I'll do later because my punch is in the other room. I like the way this turned out. I think my favorite thing is like turning this like minimalist spread into something that's more of my style. So while the colors are a little bit more simple, so black and white and peachy pink, I think this is definitely my speed with the detailed florals and the overlapping and the washi and that kind of thing. So I'm gonna go probably drink some wine, watch the Lizzie McGuire movie, because I have it on DVD. No one uses DVDs anymore, but I have a whole collection of them. So if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner related content. And follow me on Instagram at Caitlin Plans to see after the pen spreads, as well as spreads that did not get videos. So I hope to see you there. Thank you and happy planning. Okay, so I ended up going and making just a few more changes. I added in this black and white striped washi. I think this is from the Happy Hostess line, and then punched the pages. and added some more bullet points in here. I would have filmed it, but our yelling friend paced the street again, so had to just do it on my own. It sounds like he's gone for now, so hopefully we will be good to shoot another video right after this is done. But you've already heard my closing sentiments, so hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.